Hello, hello, hello. Hey, it's the second half line here, Steve Crossley, and I am going to talk to you today about my morning routine, and it's fast and efficient, and I'm going to cover here in a second. I'll be back then. Hey, this is Steve Crossley. I want to talk to you about my morning routine. And the reason I want to talk to you about this is I think it's important to get the day started off right. I am the type of person that likes to get things done efficiently. I don't have an elaborate 87 steps to having a profitable morning. I like to make it quick and efficient and get my mind started right and get into action as quickly as possible. And a couple things I want you to know. First off is 4 to 5 days a week I exercise in the morning. So my mornings are structured around that. I live my life based on these principles that I learned from many different places. One of them was with Stephen Covey and Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And the point of that is he tells a story in there about putting the big rocks in first, and I'll do a whole video about that story. But I'm trying to get my mind and my brain focused on what has to happen that day. That's the have to do, have to get done things. And I'm trying to jumpstart my brain in doing those things. So with that, let me just say this. I wake up, I set my alarm the night before. I always end my day the night before thinking about the tasks, writing down the tasks I have to do the next day, the important things, the big rocks, and people I need to call the next day. But then when I set my alarm, I think about it and I spend some time thinking about it, because when that alarm goes off, I want to wake up right away. I don't want to have 16 snoozes. So when I wake up, I put my feet on the floor, and the first thing I think to myself is, this is going to be a great day. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So I start off and forcing myself to say to myself, if I'm in a hotel room by myself, 3 or 4 nights a week I'm in a hotel by myself, I say it out loud. This is going to be a great day, okay? This is not going to be a slug day, a slack day. I don't care if it's rainy outside or sunny outside. This is going to be a great day, okay? This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And that's it's something that you choose to do. That's I will do it. It's not something that happens to you. Life happens from you. It doesn't happen to you. Life happens from you. It doesn't happen to you. So first thing, it's going to be a great day. Next thing is I get ready and I go to the gym. Okay, so yes, of course, I go to the restroom, brush my teeth, that kind of stuff, floss my teeth. But the first thing I'm going to do, then I'm going to get ready and focus on getting to the gym. I make my electrolyte drink if it's a weight training day and not just a running day. If it's weight training day, I will take a pre-workout, and then I get my electrolyte drink, which has BCAA recovery powder in it, and of course by Genesis Cell Nutrition, which you guys all know I'm attached to. And I represent for sure. I go to the gym, okay? And I vary what I do at the gym. I have leg days, push days, pull days, whole body days, circuit days, and I rotate those things in. Some days it's all running. On the weekends I do a long run, and other days it's weightlifting. So I vary it. I do have my gym at home. I do have a pool, so I do swim laps also. I'm an ex-Navy diver, so the water is my friend. I love to swim. But anyway, I go to the gym. That usually takes me an hour to an hour and 15 minutes physically at the gym. That would include driving there, driving back. Would be another 10, 15 minutes or whatever it takes. So another half an hour. But that's my gym morning. I come back from that, and if it's not a gym morning, then the first thing I do is I go out, I get on YouTube, and I have a 15-minute morning yoga stretch that I do to loosen up right away, get the blood flowing before I start drinking coffee. And then next thing I do is I grab my journal. I use a moleskin. It's the version of the moleskin that's made for I think it's, what's the name of the program? Evernow. I'll think of it. I'll get it on here. I'll write it up in the screen actually. But I can take pictures. It's a grid system on the paper, so I can take pictures of it, and it goes in as a document, a searchable document and that way I can find it without having to weed through these things. So first thing I do is I write on the top of the page, grateful, right? Grateful and thankful. So I write down, what am I grateful and thankful for? Under that, I write the word forgiveness, and I focus on forgiving anything or anybody. I never want to have unsolved forgiveness. I don't want to have spite, malice, or meanness, or things I'm holding against people, or grudges, because that does nothing but hurt me. Forgiveness is the most selfish thing you can possibly do to clear your mind and your body from tension and keep these people are going to hurt you. People are imperfect, and people are always going to hurt you. If you don't get used to forgiving people and forgetting, it will pile up on you, and it will create an enormous amount of stress. And nothing is more unhealthy in your life than stress and anxiety and tension. So in order to stay relaxed, is totally for my own self-image and my own self-being. I forgive anybody and anything that has ever done anything to me, or currently doing something to me. And I don't hold anything against anybody. So I forgive right away. The next thing I do is I write down, in no particular order, I write down my 10 most important goals. I don't look at yesterday's things I wrote down. I write down the most 10 important goals I have. I write down them in current, positive, today. As an example, I would write down for my health, I am 175 pounds. I am 12% body fat or under. I am youthful and vibrant and flexible and strong and have endless endurance and endless optimism. I am healthy and vibrant and eat only what contributes to my health and not what detracts from it. So that would be one. That would be a goal, okay? I'm writing it as a positive affirmation, but it's a goal. So I write 10 of those down. I cover my personal life, my spiritual life. I cover my business life. Some days I write more about business and my secondary business goals, and sometimes I write just about my work. Sometimes I write more about my family and my spiritual, but I write 10 goals down. I write them down as fast as possible and get that done. So at the bottom of that, under my goals, I write mission and vision, and I take the time right then to read my mission statement. It's on my website, Second Half Lines. Under the About page, you can read my mission statement. That mission statement is my true north, and I read it every day. It's on my phone, so I actually pull it up on my phone, and I read it as a PDF document on my phone right there after I write my goals out. And then I write down, I look at what I wrote yesterday for my 3 most important tasks for today, and I write those 3 most important tasks. The big rocks I want to get done today. Could be business, it could be personal, but there are 3 most important things to do today. And then I also write down the 3 or 4 people that I need to contact today. Very, very important. The most important people for me to contact today and reach out to. Everything in life you're going to do that matters happens through and with people. So I write down the people I want to communicate with. And then at the bottom of the page, I write down PM, which means in the evening. I'm going to take a minute in the evening, and I'm going to be grateful and thankful. I do not read in the morning. I don't meditate in the morning, okay? While I'm at the gym, I listen to, at the gym on Spotify, spiritual things that I want to listen to, or spiritual songs, and I listen to those things while I'm working out. And that's part of my meditation. But in the evening, I read 5 chapters in an inspirational book or Bible, and then I also read in my chosen field, whatever I'm doing at that time. I also have a sales training. I work in the sales industry. I have a sales training system that I purchased for myself, and I do 6 of those training sessions. Also sometime during the day, sometimes at lunch, sometimes I do it during the day, sometimes I do it in the evening. But I write down under read and train those things. And then when I'm done with that, I write down the word side hustle. Besides my full-time job, I have other interests. And how much time did I spend working on those things, and what did I do positive for those things? Some days I work in my job from 7 a.m. in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, and then next to side hustle, I write 0 time and got nothing done. and other days I write other things. So I just want to keep that front and center. And I have other interests besides my job that I'm trying to move my life forward with, and it doesn't impact what I do with my time at my job. But it's important to me. So that's really my day. I don't obsess about it. If I have a day that nothing goes right, I get up late, or I have to meet a customer really early for breakfast, so I don't get to go to the gym, or the gym where I'm at, I'm traveling somewhere, the gym's not open, or I go to the hotel gym and it's filled with people and I can't work out. I don't obsess over it. I just make it up tomorrow and move forward with a positive attitude. And these things help me stay on track. I do have formal goals that I've written in my planner, but those writing 10 every single day and then reviewing my goals by the week keeps me on track with what am I thinking, where am I going, what's important to me, and am I getting where I want to go. So this keeps me energized. If I don't have any goals and I don't know where I'm going and nothing's important to me, I'm not grateful and thankful, I get very bogged down in my mind with just the trash of life. And this way it keeps me focused on gratefulness, thankfulness, forgiveness, which clears out, gives me energy, clears out any kind of blockage to the energy that can flow in my life. And of course, focusing on the future. Goals are the future. Where do I see myself going? Whenever someone gets to the place that they've got nowhere they're going, the tomato on the vine is either ripening or it's rottening. Is that a word? Is rottening a word? It's getting rotten, or it's getting ripe. So I want to be the forever ripening fruit. I don't want to be the fruit that's hanging on the tree and rotting. I never want to be that person. So this is my routine. It's simple. It's fast. It gets me where I want to go. It helps me write. I use, as I say, I use this journal. I have stickers on it so I can see this anywhere I am. I can see it's my journal from the outside. It doesn't look like everybody else's black journal that they have carrying around. But the Bear and Figs are good journals. I like Moleskine also. And, I think writing makes a big difference for me. I hope it does for you. So make your own morning routine that you can live with. Be reasonable. Don't have a 67-step one that you can only do once every 10 years. Something you can do every day that's efficient and really helps you focus and helps you put on the right track. So love you guys. Be second half lines. Be great. Nothing else counts. Nothing else pays. And give 100% in your life. Don't hold back, because nobody in the last days of their life ever said, "Boy, I wish I had done less." Okay, do what's important to you and do it with all your might and with all your heart and with all your passion. So love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Hold it. That's it. I can't take it no more. I feel like I just gave birth to an accountant.
Wait a minute, Thornton. Thornton, do you remember when we discussed the Dylan Thomas poem? Do not go gentle into that good night.
I don't know. No. Maybe.
Thornton, think.
What's going on here?
Philip, relax. It's my turn. Do you remember it?
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn in rage at close of day. Rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight and learned too late. They grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Brave men, near death, who see with blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there in the sad height, Curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gently to that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
Thornton, what does that poem mean to you?
It means I don't take shit from no one.